Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV. I am Lord Forwind. Here is Great Britain, currently involved in the relatively large Ottoman-Spanish-English war with the help of Russia and the Timurids. So I attacked the Ottomans in hopes of bringing in Spain into the war and also getting all those claims I need from the Ottomans in the Middle East or land. So currently we have almost managed to peace out Spain. It's rather a matter of just waiting now to get enough war score to retake all of Canada from them. It's pretty close. We just need a little bit more. Right now I'm watching them all starve marching back and forth in Granada. It's kind of actually amusing. They seem to be unable to actually determine where they're going. Oh, there they go. They actually have finally moved out of that area. Nice. Potential for me to take out another fort. Just moving that unit to support a colony. Let's siege that. How are we doing tech-wise? Still fairly good on tech. I'm going to need a lot of admin power. Let's strengthen the government again. Let's try and get some more absolutism. Any rebels I can suppress, other than stupid British peasant ones, are rather expensive, actually. A little bit annoying. Throw you in there to speed up the siege. Now the question is, where's the actual Spanish military? There they are. Hello, Spain. Ready to give up Canada yet? They are. They're willing to give up all of Spanish, oh, not all of Spanish Canada, almost all of Spanish Canada. Literally need one more war score. Okie. That should not only reduce the amount of money they make, but also just end my control of North America. Also should not give me as much overextension as if I took it all myself. Oh, it's not going as well as I'd like it to. We're still converting, doing all that. Spain has finally got a little bit more will to fight in them. It's kind of alarming, actually. However, 82,000 I should be able to hit with almost 200,000. Catch them that way. Support those guys. For all, they're losing money due to industrialization. The Ottomans are actually fighting very well. A little bit disappointed. Come on, how are you able to reconquer Canada as soon as my troops leave? I wouldn't also mind that one, but I guess that's too much. And can't get that. Can I get any money out of this? No, but I can take all of Canada, so I will do that. There we go. There are no more Spanish Newfoundlanders. Only British ones. That should not only strengthen Newfoundland, but should also keep Newfoundland very busy trying to deal with all the Catholicism. Okay, and that allows me to pull my troops out of area. Actually station them without them starving, though. We'll put you... Okay, so that takes out Spanish. Now for the Ottomans. Looks like Austria is in another war too. Sweden versus Burgundy. What is Sweden doing? Ending against Poland. Well, I might actually see an opportunity here to attack the Swedes and Burgundians right now. Actually, wait, I can't attack the Empire, but I can attack people around it. The thing I gotta watch out for is forcing Burgundy into the Empire. How annoyed have I made Europe? Outside of my direct neighbors, no one really cares that I just took all of that. Nice to see. The Russian versus the Ottoman fights are rather funny because Russia and the Ottomans rarely have actual leaders in all their armies. Very weird. Anyhow, we're good there, we're good there, we're good there. We didn't actually take any land I needed to core. But fleet is still, in fact, rebuilding. Should be done next month or so. I should move troops to the border with Burgundy, though. See what I can do against Burgundy and Sweden. I'd like to break up Burgundy a bit, honestly. Also, I'm going to need Bremen here from the Netherlands, which is a problem. So, can't give the Netherlands land. I suppose I could release Flanders and France if I really had to. Okay, Constantinople's under siege. Ottomans actually have a fleet in the Mediterranean. How are my allies thinking about the war? They're all in fans of it. War exhaustion's under control. Army size is under control. Time for a war with Sweden, I guess. Want Riga. Although I would love to see what Sweden and Burgundy could actually do to Austria, Poland. Fortunately, I think they'd win. Good. Coalition against Great Britain. Yes, well, Sweden isn't, so I can safely attack. We will go for imperialism. This will call Burgundy into the war, according to all stuff I was able to observe, right? It did. Okay, good. Now I can overrun Burgundy. Possible. There. Oh, that'll be a nice start. While that's going on, my allies who are not in this war, rather than Russia being a union, will focus on the Ottomans and their allies. Shanghai is going to be an interesting one, considering how out of the way they are. I think, though, we might have broken the Ottomans' ability to rebuild their military. I hope so. Looks like Russia just teched up, actually. Yeah. Their armies, I'm just noticing, have no morale in them, which usually is a sign they either lost a battle, ran out of money, or just teched up. Oh, that was convenient. We just took their capital. Go for there? No. This Napoleonic siege warfare, if you use it right, is really strong. I'm a particular fan of it as a age ability. I just wish it was available earlier, honestly. Or that it was easier to upkeep a good cannon army. It takes quite the industry to support one. Or, in this case, a trade empire. That should almost get Burgundy enthusiastic about leaving. The key point is I want to pretty much annul their treaties with everyone. Annul treaties and release land if at all possible. So I'm going to have to go siege Switzerland, apparently. You know what, that might be something I can do. Give these provinces back to the Swiss. Could I ally the Swiss? I could vassalize the Swiss, which is kind of amazing. Let's see, is there actually any electors? Smallest elector, you are. Impossible to vassalize you peacefully, but quite possible militarily. I can find somebody who's not part of the empire to fight. Okay. Shift you to there. Don't want to give any land back to the Dutch. I don't want an even stronger Dutch nation right on my borders. Despite being allies, the fact that I need Bremen is a problem. I have to break a treaty with them or something crazy. Okay, that should to some degree make Burgundy want peace. Or not. Wow. Okay. Burgundy is being a little bit brave here. Probably because I haven't, the war hasn't dragged on long. It's rather fast of a war. Okay, Ottomans. I particularly want all the provinces I have cores on, or claims on, sorry. Where are we? I'm also going to have to threaten Venice or attack Venice to get Crete. Is that my claims? That is my claims. I do... Oh, I promised the Timurids land, but now I don't seem to actually need to deliver, which is funny. Huh. They did take the capital, but they still have yet to actually occupy Cairo, which is key. In the meantime, let's throw you up here. Take the prestige. Double promotion. Give me those sweet, sweet monarch points. And then figure out how I'm going to deal with Burgundy. I could go send 2 divisions to go deal with Sweden for now. I need Russia's help probably to actually take Stockholm, the capital, though. Bit annoying. Okay, can I barrage these? Yes. Let's do this, because these are mountainous forts that are almost impossible to take otherwise. Mountainous level 8 forts. Thank goodness they're not actually owned by Savoy. Otherwise I would get nowhere. Ever. Burgundy is getting more towards wanting peace. What can I do with you? I'd like to honestly annul treaties with someone like the Pope. Releasing Flanders would also be good. Or giving land to Switzerland and releasing people. Amazing how expensive it is to release countries. Look at that. I guess it's like 60 or so odd development, but oh. To post. I can honestly say I've never actually seen that province. To be fair, I've never actually colonized this much of North America at once. Bern has fallen. Good, good, good. Move you to back so I don't have to lose any more troops because we've already lost. Oh, a fair amount to attrition. 135,000. And we lost another siege somewhere too. Now all of a sudden the Ottomans are brave. Oh, they were in a battle. Pretty amazing their ability to fight back despite all this occupation. My fleet is still hunting people in the North Atlantic, I believe. Yes, they are. Good. Where is it? Good to have a fleet that's hunting things in the North Atlantic, but unless the fleet is where you need it, when you need it, not as useful as it sounds. And let's send another 100,000 troops or so up to here. Sweden actually is not a weak nation, to be honest. They've got a fairly good amount of troops. I might not actually be able to peace out Burgundy until I occupy that last fort, which is going to be a while. Poland is winning the war against Sweden, what a surprise. And now everybody, you kind of need to march through here. Or do something. Right now I don't know how the Ottomans are actually winning this. And by winning this, I mean they're not dead despite all this occupation. In my mind, they should be, but... I found Burgundy's army, too. I'll definitely have to deal with that. And that really goes, the Swedish fleet was just smashed. March those to there. We're going to have one huge climactic battle that hopefully will break Burgundy forever. No. We're superior in everything except for discipline and tactics, which probably due to discipline. There you go. Oops. Oh, I want you. There we go. I choose you, army. There we go. Put it with gold instead. Shanghai is wanting peace. Fine with that. Who actually beat them up? Austria. Interesting. Spain is still in another war, which is fine with me. If I get this, I've got 2 more forts to overcome. Oh, they're easy. Only level 2 forts. The AI has yet to upgrade all its forts, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I'll allow that, I guess. Money just rolls in from dissolving monasteries. You'd think at some point there'd be no monasteries left, but there are. So close to being able to release Flanders. Looks like it'll just be a little bit of a wait then, until they're actually willing to talk terms. Still don't own that one province we need though. Poland has it. I definitely do need to get to Riga though. Maybe I fight my way through Lithuania, through Poland and Austria. No. Stop. There we go. This is a very long war, actually. Get you two across, send you down, get you over there too. I really would like to remove their fleet from existence at this point. I don't really want them sticking around with it. Speaking of which, I should continue rebuilding mine. We're actually using more sailors than we have. Oops. Yeah, some heavy ships. Should patch the losses we've had. Oh, we even have a bonus national sailors modifier. Funny. And that's the end of the Swedish Navy that is present on the field of battle. That means we also have 2 more fleet. That way we have access to those. The Russians are actually having trouble up there, but looks like the Ottomans have been driven out of this area of the Middle East and are currently confined down here. Suffering casualties. Their ability to survive a war is insane. Crazy. You need Cairo. Colonial Louisiana belongs to Portugal. Great. That's what? 7 provinces right there. Anyhow. Oh, there's actually a place up there I can colonize. Let's just raise you. That way there's no way for the Spanish to regain lands. Wow, that was a lot of money. Now there's no way for the Spanish to regain any land in North America, or Canada, I should say. And they would release Flanders. It would cost me 200. Wayne. Close are they to not wanting that deal? Fortunately, they'll be able to rebuild that rather fast. the other hand, Flanders being independent is good. For now, until the Dutch invade. Actually, the Dutch have no claims on that land. Nice. Kalmar has fallen onto Stockholm. Fleet really does need to rebuild, though. Oh, that's fallen. Actually, Sweden doesn't have a lot of forts, which is interesting. You'd think they'd have more, but they're all concentrated on their borders, which I guess to some degree makes sense. How goes it? Ottomans are still holding out. This might have to be a war I go to like 20 war exhaustion just to try and break the Ottomans. Superior troops versus inferior troops. Crazy. As long as the Russians outnumber the Swedes, though, they can win those fights. Almost reins these guys in. A lot of military power to spend, though. Charter colonies, no. Coordinated troops, maybe. Chartered company would probably be worth more, though. There we go. Another merchant, 1 out of 20. Crazy. Let's pull it on from there. We pull an absurd amount of power forward, although we do lose quite a bit right here. 40, then we only get 24 out of here. Problem with not actually controlling a lot in a trade node, I'd have to beat up Yemen for that. Oh, another conversion, nice. We're looking at Anglicanism has mostly taken over the former lands of Burgundy. People are leaving the coalition. Good, good. I do have to be careful about these troops, though. Stockholm has fallen. Okay. Time to work out a peace deal that benefits moi. Actually, I have a problem. I can't actually get that province. That's a bit annoying. Sweden can't have any manpower left, right? Not really. Flanders just joined the Republic. Great. That was fast. So I guess I did end up feeding the Netherlands lands. My great annoyance. Force them to release Finland, force them to release some of Norway. I want Riga though, man. Need Riga. All about Riga. Can't really do too much other. I can't really help Russia fight the Swedes though. Just losing too many troops. You guys gonna want to leave soon? Yeah, force them out of the war. Anyone sieging Cairo yet? No. Look at this. Every other place, pretty much, is under siege, except for Cairo. Sometimes, game. Plan maintenance. Interesting. We get Polish-Swedish imperialist war. Burgundy is once again getting beaten up, which is good. Austria is also losing quite a bit of manpower. Keep that marriage with the Dutch going. Should really divide up these troops and send the armies in separately. I just don't want to risk losing troops to a stack wipe. casualty rate, you'd think it'd be higher against the Swedes, but Russia in particular has lost a lot of men. To be fair, Sweden's almost lost more men through attrition than they have through actual combat at this point. Poland actually over here looking at it might be a viable ally after this war. Try keeping them friendly. I am going to have to repress British peasants. My great annoyance. Okay, those are almost all done. Yeah, 25. How much do I actually need more there? 5 more provinces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 4,519 developments. Probably lower than it should be. Anyhow, let's pull troops out of here. We don't actually need full combat strength armies, I don't think, anymore. Probably do it with a couple of mercenaries. Curious to see how much Austria beats up Burgundy, though. Floridian separatists. Well, I believe my troops can deal with that. 13 colonies alone is really strong. How many troops do they have? 37,000. Stronger than Mexico. Rather amusing. And still nobody is actually sieging Cairo. But nobody wants to leave the war, and Ajuran is still holding out in the south. Don't believe there's a way to focus them. Call for peace in that war. I would love to, but you're not willing to give me an option to take the land. I guess I could march that way. I'll do that for the moment. I suppose I could put them on a ship too. Yeah, we'll have a march. No particular rush. More that I want Riga. I don't want to have to fight Poland for Riga is the big thing. I suppose I should actually set my provinces I need. What? I need Bremen, and I need Riga. Do I also need Gdansk? I think I do. Gdansk and Riga, okay. Poland owns that too. That is going to be an issue. I don't actually need any of those though. You need all of these. And I would not be opposed to taking Constantinople either if I could get away with it. Get some more training fields out for more troops, I guess. Actually, we will have now done it to every possible province. Cool. Development again. Go, 25 again. Wait a couple months, do it again. We are up to 44% innovation. And we still got a couple years ahead of time, so at the moment we are safe. The Cairo was just taken. Nice. They still won't give me the land. Oh, because Kypros has a fort. Where's my navy? Okay, you were gonna get it. Okay, apparently Sweden has decided. Oh no, they have forced out. Okay, I don't really want this fight against Sweden. Neither does Sweden. Good. Run you down to there. I don't actually need you guys to march there anymore. Instead, we will save you to elsewhere. To be honest, Central France is actually pretty undeveloped right now. Because of us not owning it and not developing it like the rest of Europe. Provinces are slowly getting developed. Could be a lot better, of course, but 54, 49, 51, 56. Yeah, they're getting developed. I think we still have the highest developed one in the world, though, but a little bit worried about how my AI allies are going to actually be able to deal with all the rebels that are now just popping up. I don't think there's any other achievements I could really get other than the furnaces. So anyhow, that will be it for this episode. We will conclude this next time. Sorry, this one a bit long. And I'll see you guys all then. Bye for now.